Hello and welcome to this series of chair workouts. I hope you're going to enjoy this. I know I'm going to enjoy doing it with you. And I'd just like to also say, if you are stuck inside at the moment, then do these workouts. Do them every day. They really will help and make you feel a lot better too. So well done for joining me. What I'd like you to do is, whilst you're sat in your chair, is to think about how you're sitting. Often we cross the legs and we kind of slump down. What I'd like you to do is to sit really tall. And one thing that will help is if you kind of put your hands on either side of your body and as if you're going to lift yourself out of your chair, but just lift up, just pressing into the chair with your hands and just getting that feeling of height in your spine. And that's really good, because what we often do is we tend to slump down and compact the spine. So if you can lift up out, what that also does is start to use your core muscles just by lifting yourself up a little bit, and that means you're starting to activate muscles and starting to do some exercise, so that's really good. The next thing I want you to do is think about your breathing. Have your feet on the floor, sit up nice and tall, and just put one hand onto your chest and one hand onto your abdomen. And the other thing to say before we do this is, if you are in an armchair, move off the back of the chair and come to the front of the chair, and that will help you to sit up nice and tall as well. If not, have a dining chair like I've got here. So what we're going to do, as I said, is put one hand onto the chest and one hand onto your abdomen, and just breathe for me. So take some nice big deep breaths. So inhale and exhale, and do that again. Inhale and exhale. So inhale and exhale. And as you inhale, feel your chest rise, feel your abdomen expand, and then as you exhale, feel the rib cage come in, the chest lower, and try to connect your tummy muscles as well. So think about pulling your tummy in as you exhale. So let's do that again. So take a breath in, and then exhale, and pull your tummy in as you exhale. Now, what would also be really good is, as you pull your tummy in, is if you think about pulling up through your pelvic floor muscles as well, because it's really important for all of us to think about strengthening the pelvic floor. Now, those are the muscles you use to stop yourself going to the toilet, but they also help to strengthen your core and support your spine as well. So let's do that again, trying to find our pelvic floor muscles. So one hand onto the chest, one hand onto the abdomen. Take a nice big deep breath, inhale. And then as you exhale, lift up through from your back passage to your front passage and into your belly. Do that for me again. Take a breath, inhale, exhale. And then as you exhale, pull up through the pelvic floor. So that's that stop a fart, stop a wee feeling, drawing those two feelings together and up inside you and feeling your belly coming in. It's really important you do that as you exhale, not as you inhale. So we'll do it one more time. Inhale, exhale, relax. And then try to lift up through those core muscles, pulling your belly in. Now let's add some movement. So you can take your hands down by your side, and then we're just going to inhale, exhale, and just slide to the side. That's it. And then inhale, exhale, and slide to the other side. And then do that again. Inhale, exhale, and as you lift up and slide, you pull your tummy muscles in. Now I want you to just do that in your own time, just sliding from one side to the other, and just breathe naturally for me now. But do try to think about your tummy. Think about pulling it in. So you can put one hand onto your tummy and just feel whether you're drawing it in as you slide side to side. And go as far as you are comfortable with. You don't have to go as far as I'm going. You can just go a little tiny way. But notice that my thumb is out and my little finger is in. So try to do that, and think of your shoulder blades sliding down the back of your rib cage as you do that. So it's really important. I'm going to do it wrongly for the moment. I'm going to slump forward. You don't want to be doing it forwards. You've got to keep your spine up nice and tall and lift up and out. Remember, you're lifting up and out of your chair as you slide. That's good, well done. We're now going to try a rotational movement. So I want you to just cross your hands in front, and I'm on the balls of my feet here because I want to come up nice and tall. So just try coming up onto the balls of your feet as well. Can you do that? If not, you can have your heels on the floor, but just try coming onto the balls of the feet to get that feeling of lifting up. So you're just bringing your knees up a little bit as well. Now from here, we're going to take a breath, inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to rotate around to your right, moving into your waist, and then inhale, exhale, and rotate around to your left. Now I'm going to turn around to the side so you can see my spine as I'm doing this. So you're rotating around to your right and then rotating around to the left, but I'm keeping my back up really tall as I do this. And the reason for doing that is it means that you're working your tummy muscles, yeah? You're lifting up through those deep core muscles. So try to remember that stop a fart, stop a wee feeling, because it helps you to pull your tummy in. It's really important. And do that for me a couple more times, moving side to side, just rotating in your waist. That's good, well done. Keep drawing your shoulder blades down. Think of pulling your shoulder blades down the back of your rib cage as you're doing it. Okay, that's really good. Now hopefully you've felt you've moved your spine. So I just want you to roll your shoulders back for me now. Just really loosen up those shoulders. And let's do a reach and stretch up with the left side. So you're going to reach up and really separate your ribs from your hips on that left side. And then change and reach up and separate your ribs from your hips on the right side. And that's perfect. Now we're going to do a couple of stretches for the legs and the hips. I want you to cross your right leg in front of your left, and you're just going to look over your right shoulder. And then we're going to do that on the other side. So cross your left leg over your right, lift up nice and tall in your spine, and then look over your left shoulder. Now this next stretch is quite hard. What I want you to do is try to put your lower leg onto your opposite thigh. So put your right leg, cross it over your left leg. Now the further you can take your knee out to the side, the bigger the stretch. But you may find that quite hard. So just wherever you can cross your leg over, I want you to try to lift the foot and push the knee down. And then just sit up nice and tall. And if you can't do it at that angle, you can have more of a cross-legged, but you're just trying to lift your back up really tall. And if you can't cross your leg over at all, don't worry about it. Just do it with your feet crossed and just lift up nice and tall. Yeah? Okay, and then we'll try the other side. So however much you can cross your leg over, you're trying to lever the knee out and bring your lower leg up and sit up really tall. And what you should feel is a stretch going deep into your hip on that left side as you do that. And then finally, for a last little stretch, I just want you to reach your legs out, and if you can, lift your legs off the floor and flex your toes up towards your shins, and then relax and release it. And we'll do that one more time. Now remember to keep your back up tall. I'm going to do it facing the side so you can see. So what we don't want is to slump down. So you keep your back up nice and tall, and you're just going to lift your legs up the floor, flex your feet, stretch the backs of your legs, and then release and sit it back down again. Well done for joining me in this workout.